And we're back. Wasn't too long this time. Anyway. Shit.
It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They
Shut.
exploited
Anyway,
technology for
so
their own gains, pocketing the cash.
basically, like I said, she sent that text, and I'm like, you fool. What you basically did was you cheated me. That put you on a shit list, and there are only 3 people on the shit list.
And dance.
One name is Deja.
Security's already
I'll
been
get to that one in a later story.
Is this the Brotherhood of Steel's handiwork?
Unfortunately, no. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
Synth? Isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technology created by the Institute. Abominations meant to improve upon humanity. It's unacceptable. They simply can't be allowed to exist.
What's the Institute?
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
It sounds like you're scared of synths.
There's a measurable difference between being frightened and being
No.
scared. Now,
He sounds like he just
let's
hates
move
them
out.
boys. But yeah, so I'm just like, first, once, like I said, one's name is Deja.
This place is a mess. Let's go see if there's some
And basically,
might be
I'll cover that in another
After
part,
we're done here, we'll have the
and
markers
something much later.
sweep and
The
retrieve.
next one is a girl named McKinley, and that's relatively brief to cover. And my problem with her stems from
Looks like a dead end. See
when
if
we
you
first
find
got here. She was cool with the people that I talked to, so of course you're thinking she's cool with them. I'm a nice guy, I ain't really talk to you, but we're gonna be, cool too. It's not gonna be too much of a big deal about it. So earlier on, in the year, I only had a couple 50-50s with me, and 50-50 is like my favorite pop, but I cannot find it in Fort Wayne. I seriously can't. And so one day I was in the lobby of Building K where my friends stay, and I heard her talking about she was going home, and I said, "Hey, can you do me a favor? When you go home, can you go to Ultra?" And Ultra is the store that I know closest to US 30, which is the way to get back to Gary and stuff. Can you go there and pick up me some 50-50? And, I'll give you the money. Die, simp scum!
Nice work.
Now, here's the only problem. Bitch, you hit me with a shock baton? Get your ass dropped, boy. They do hurt when it's a bunch of them. They're not really damaging when it's just them. Now, I probably should have switched guns. I just hadn't thought about it. I think I just thought about it. Like, how do you use that laser pistol? Yep, I thought about it at the end. Anyway, so she was like, "Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't going to do that." And I'm like, "I'll pay you to go out your way if that's the problem." "Nah, I ain't going out my way. I'm going home, and I'm going here." And I'm like, "Why are you acting all fool? Like, why are you acting crazy? It's just go to one store. You getting paid. You ain't spending your money at all." Come to find out. Now, for those who don't know how Gary, Indiana is set up. Gary is set up where Broadway runs straight down the middle. Broadway runs straight down the middle, and you have the west and the east side. And then everything goes from First Avenue. Well, actually, the earliest avenue I can really think of is 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. I guess. Anyway, all the way up to 51st, really. I usually divide it at 49, but 51st is the border between Maryville and Indiana. Gary. Maryville and Gary. They used to be the same part, but they split. Look up the history if you really want to know all the details. And then you go to 61st, and I think you're hitting Hobart. No. I think Maryville ends at 70-something. I think it ends at US 30 and then you're in Hobart. Anyway, this girl ended up staying on 53rd Avenue. Now, US 30, I believe, is 70th Avenue. I think that's 70 or 80. It's either the 70th or 80th Avenue. I want to say it's the 70, though. But it may be 80. The point is, going down the street to the next biggest street is 61st Avenue. If you go to US 30, hop on the highway, the first exit going north is 61st Avenue. That's the exit that she would have took to go home. She would have passed she would have passed the store. She would have passed the store to get home, you know. She would have had to have passed the store. But she's like, no, I ain't doing it. So I'm like, alright, fuck you. Because that's just stupid. It's not like you even doing that. And this is my problem I had in the early beginning of the year, because it's like people wouldn't do that shit. And I'm like, really? But I know if I had a car and I went home and I did not realize he was behind the glass. But it's like if I had a car and I went home, y'all ass want me to pick y'all shit up. So I'm like, just fuck them all. Then, when Black Ops 3 released, I walked from from my dorm to the mall at GameStop, and the mall, the GameStop in the mall. I'm stupid. Out in Fort Wayne, so that's about a 40 to 1 hour, 40 minute to 1 hour walk. You know, that's just how that goes. That's just the time. And it was raining, and it wasn't really cold, but it was raining, it was damp. But I walked that shit for Black Ops 3 so I could have it midnight release. Why? So it could be installed, and I could play it and upload and record it the next day. Fallout was the same thing. But I was talking to my roommate, and he was like, well, why don't you ask somebody to do it? And I'm like, I don't like asking people for help. And this ain't important enough to ask. This is just something I want now. But he's like, nah, I would do it. I just asked somebody. It's like, that's you. But I was trying to prove a point, you know. I was just trying to prove my friggin' point that basically that ain't gonna happen. But I was just like, no. I walked in. I was in somebody else's room. I was in my roommate's friend's room, apartment, I should say. So McKinley, that same chick, is over there, and I'm proving the point to Jalen, and I'm like, cause she was taking people to the mall, so I'm like, while we're talking about going to the mall, and right now I'm just trying out this gun, but I'm like, while we're on the subject of taking people to the mall, can you cover your ears, cause this is how she sounded. No! Now mind you, I'm talking like this. But that's how she reacted. I couldn't even ask her to take me where. And one of the biggest problems that I have with people is when you try to publicly humiliate me. And that's what I took that as, because you didn't have to say it like that. You just said, no. You know? I don't want to take you. I mean, it's still a bitch move, because it's down the street. So, I'm like, alright, bitch, we done. Go away. No more talking. Because when your car breaks, who you gonna call? Because none of these other people really know how to work on cars like I do. So, hope you got some bread to go pay somebody else, because you can't ask me. They'll say, hey, he know how to fix cars. I'm gonna tell you, hell no, I can't go. I'm not helping. And then she's like, it's like, do you got gas? While I'm sitting there, it's like, you dumbass bitch. I'm not new to the car game. I've had multiple cars. I know that when you ask someone for help, when you ask someone to take you somewhere, you pay them gas. That's just polite. The only thing is, me personally, I drove a car. I know how gas burns. I drove a van, and the math calculations for my van, if we went 10 miles a gallon. Okay, 10 miles to the gallon, right, at $2 a gallon.